How's it going, guys? I'm MJ Headed and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about WWE 2K22 coming to the Nintendo Switch. Before we jump into that, if you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel because it helps out a ton. Now let's get it, baby. Let's start this video off with the wrestling games currently on the Switch, or should I say, the lack thereof. Starting off first, we got Wrestling Empire, which is a mobile port of the game Wrestling Revolution 3D, and it clearly shows this game is a mobile port. But hey, it runs better than WWE 2K18, which brings me to my next game, WWE 2K18, which has to be one of the worst running games on the Switch, and is the perfect example of how not to port a game to the Switch. It still blows my mind how that game passed testing. Like, did they have entrances off or only 1v1 matches? Mind you, they also released WWE 2K20, and we all know how that went. After the disaster that was WWE 2K20, they took a year off to work on developing the next wrestling game. And in the meantime, they gave us WWE 2K Battlegrounds to whet our appetite, which was fun for a minute. WWE 2K Battlegrounds is the perfect example of a lazy/rush video game. WCW NW Revenge has a better creation suite than WWE 2K Battlegrounds. And saving the best for last, we got Retromania Wrestling. Unlike the last three games, this game is actually fun to play. The best way to describe this game is if WrestleFest and Saturday Night Slam Masters had a baby, this would be that game. Sure, the amount of wrestlers and the amount of matches may be limited, but this game is still a blast to play. If you guys haven't checked out Retromania Wrestling on the Nintendo Switch, I highly recommend this game to any wrestling fan. The controls are so simplified that anyone can pick up and play the game and have an absolute blast with it, and I'm going to leave it at this. 8-player couch co-op steel cage match, utter chaos. You'll thank me later. And there you have it, folks. Those are the wrestling games currently on the Nintendo Switch. Now getting into WWE 2K22 coming to the Nintendo Switch. Are we gonna get WWE 2K22 day one release on Switch? As much as I would love to see it happen, because an actual WWE wrestling game ported properly to the Switch would sell like hotcakes. Now, I personally don't see WWE 2K releasing WWE 2K22 for the Switch, despite the fact that we have games like Doom Eternal running on the Switch without any issues whatsoever. Yet, we can't even get a WWE wrestling game on the Switch. I would say Doom Eternal would be a lot harder to get running on the Switch than a wrestling game. Now, I'm not a developer, so I don't know what really goes behind making a game and how much of a challenge it might be to get a game running on the Switch. If I'm WWE 2K, I'm reaching out to a third-party porting company that has experience with porting games to the Switch, so we don't have the disaster that is WWE 2K18 again. Maybe target the WWE 2K22 port to be released 6 months after the PlayStation and Xbox version to give you that extra little bit to fine-tune the Switch version. Who knows? Maybe WWE 2K22 for the Switch is already being worked in-house. If WWE 2K22 does not release on the Switch, WWE 2K Games needs to give Switch owners their own wrestling game. You built your own WWE wrestling game engine. You should be able to get that running on the Switch without any issues. Or maybe you made a limited version that will run on the Switch. Although I would be bummed out if we did not get WWE 2K22 for the Switch, I'd still be pretty pumped if Switch owners got an exclusive wrestling game. Day of Reckoning 3? Nah, that wouldn't happen for obvious reasons. WWE Backlash, baby! Let me know what exclusive WWE game for the Switch you would like to see in the comments down below. And that brings me to the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, see you later, guys.